Hello again, everybody. I'm Paul Hardt, and welcome back to What's the Big Idea? The digital content you're about to see is meant to demonstrate teamwork, technology, problem solving, and applied learning. We intend to communicate how we at Eastview are making connections with the students, the school, and the community. If you like what you see, please share it with others. You can find us by accessing Google. Type in D300 Eastview. After all, as we learn to use our technology more effectively, we're learning too. Welcome once again to What's the Big Idea? I'm Paul Hardt. This series of webcasts comes to you from Eastview School of Algonquin, Illinois. Our hope is to communicate some of the effective and successful strategies that help our students make connections. Today, I'm here with 5th grade teacher Paul Hardt, and the big idea is engaging student learning. Hi, Paul. Hi. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I've been teaching approximately 28 years at this point, most of the time in 5th grade. I've been a technology director. I have taught 4th grade for a year, and I did multi-age for a couple of years. I did my undergrad work at Northern Illinois University and my master's program at Concordia College, and I like to use technology in the classroom. What is engaged learning to you? It's getting the students involved in what they're doing, very involved. It's almost a personal investment in their education. They're doing what they're doing because they want to do it. They're using different strategies in the classrooms. They're self-motivated to achieve. They set their own goals. Now, I set goals for them as well, but they set their own personal goals to succeed. There is teamwork situations going on and problem solving, and I also like engaged learning because it helps students with different styles of learning find a successful place for themselves. A few years ago, you challenged your students to investigate local history. How did you lean in that direction? Well, this is something that turned out to be an engaged learning project, this local history scenario. It wasn't planned that way. 5th grade is American history in sequence, and accessing local history easily ties into American history with a time frame from the mid-1800s through the early 1900s when America was really beginning to develop. Local Native Americans were being adjusted throughout the country, and there was lots of innovative and new transportation and communication scenarios, inventions too. All this was progress, and it was coming to the United States, and it was coming to our town here too. Being 40 miles west of Chicago, Algonquin was initially a ferry landing and a tourist destination for weekenders from the big city of Chicago. So what happened that helped make local history engaging to your class? Well, the project was called the Algonquin Project, and it had legs, as they say. And at first, as a class, we'd set some basic goals to write a poem, cover some language arts standards, do some research about the beginning of our town. And we did that with the help of the Algonquin Historic Commission. But as we received more and more information from early journals and pamphlets and books published mostly in the late 1800s, the students read these in teams and started to share with each other, and then they started to share more and more about what they were learning. And at times, I found they were even discussing this outside the classroom, away from the classroom situation. And it was most definitely a teachable moment. I recognized what was happening, and I just organized it. We set some new goals, and we established teams, and off they went. I learned about this at the same time as they did about the town. What was the value of bringing in the local historic commission? I attended a local historic commission meeting in town, and they were so pleased that our school had an interest in the community that they actively jumped into it feet first. And it couldn't have been done without those resources. Marie Coleman, Jeff Jolitz, Don Pern, and the rest of them. But those three were very enthused. They became very involved coming into the classroom as well. So a song was written and performed by the students. The students were writers, performers, technicians, software engineers.
We were invited to sing our song in front of the Algonquin Village Council. It was cool. I thought we should thank them for the honor of being there, but instead they thanked us for being interested in our community. Since the Algonquin Fair project began, the students have been recognized by the Daily Herald and WRMN radio show in early February.
We had a fair for the community and the school. Students performed as townspeople from the past in character, and they retold stories or events or just capsulized famous local people.
My name is Maria Malton.
My name is William Lee.
My name is Oba Oak.
My name is Alan Pinkerton.
My name is Miss Gilliland.
My name is James Wolf Esquire.
My name is Freda Eggoff.
I'm Emily Weiss.
My name is Abigail Benson.
I'm Elizabeth Cole.
My name is Dr. Thomas Plumlake.
I'm Dr. Andrew Cornish's wife.
I am Ab Kern.
My name is Frank Kulik.
I am Andrew H. Henderson, and as you can see, I am a sheriff.
A few months later, after the project ended, we were lucky enough to be asked to present the entire project again to the community on a Sunday at Old Village Hall. Also, a small group of students performed at the Algonquin Hill Climb recreation in the summer after school was out.
When I think back, I see a river named Fox. My hometown is all that and more. The valley seems to talk. It seems its walking on the jungle of Fox Valley.
It was a great example of community and education working together. We received the Algonquin Historic Achievement Award, the class did. And each student received this award, and the commission broke out the old village seal and came to the classroom and sealed each student's certificate with the old original historic village seal. It was really special. What is the overall benefit of an engaged learning process like this? Well, the academic connections are transparent. The writing, the research, the teamwork component, the technology, even the performance, these are all things that could be seen. But I think the greatest benefit of an engaged learning project like this was that the students were genuinely interested in the town and its origins. And the result was that the community members and the city government officials cared that the students were interested in the town's beginnings. They were excited that there was going to be, and there was, a whole new generation of citizens could carry on the foundation of this very small and colorful Fox Valley town.
The town looks different to me now. It's been here for a long time.
I didn't know how much people cared for our town until we did this. Now, I kind of care about it too.
Finally, what's the payoff for engaging student learning overall? If the engaged learning process really works, if all the parts click, students are working because they want to do this, not because they have to do this. They're buying into their own education. Well, that's about it for another What's the Big Idea webcast. My thanks to Paul Hardt for being our guest. You're welcome. From Algonquin, Illinois, at Eastview School, I'm Paul Hardt. You look pretty good. You look good.